I think one of the strangest things that human beings do is that we keep replacing reality with substitutes. Like, think about how often this happens. We replace a person with like an idea of them. We replace like a certain curiosity with an explanation. We replace living with preparing, or love with the image of a relationship. We replace ourselves with the person that we hope to become all the time. I think the strange thing is that the substitute usually starts out as something helpful, like concepts help us understand, plans help us prepare, goals help us move, um, memories help us remember. I mean, none of that is problematic in itself. I think the problem starts when the substitute becomes more real than the thing that was meant to be, like the thing that was supposed to be created, you know, like the thing that it was meant to serve. Sometimes in my own life, I've had moments where when I was talking to somebody, I wasn't really talking to them. Like I was like not really there in the moment. I was just thinking about what this person was there for in terms of what I wanted later on. I was paying attention to the story that I'd already decided was true. And I think we all have this tendency to do this because, I think substitutes are easier than the uncomfortable reality of the moment, because reality changes and people are unpredictable and they surprise us. And, that doesn't work with like the theories that we already have about life. But substitutes are clear, they stay. Like, they don't change, they don't argue, they don't disappoint us, they don't change, they don't become something unexpected. And, I think that's why we tend to cling to them. But there is a cost, because every time a substitute becomes more important than reality, then we lose that encounter of and with reality, like with what's really there in front of us. I think that has an effect on our psyche. Like, the people that we're able to like interact and communicate with disappear, and therefore like we disappear in that encounter. Does that make sense? Like, the conversation becomes secondary to the script, and eventually we forget that we've made the substitution at all. Like, we forget that we did that, and that's when we lose our agency, that's when we lose our freedom. That moment when the map becomes more important than the territory, or the image becomes more important than the person, because reality has one quality that substitutes never do, which is that it can surprise you. I think that's extremely valuable in life in terms of liberation, and I think it's worth protecting.